Here is yet another car manufacturer who is going, oh, hang on, we got this wrong. Hydrogen, maybe not. ICE cars, yeah, they're not selling. We're losing market share globally. Oh, shit, what are we going to do? Hang on, let's make more electric cars. But boss, didn't we know 2 years ago that's what we should do? Yeah, well, we did, but yeah, well, we're going to go bankrupt if we don't do it now. Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Legacy Auto are finally starting to wake up and see the writing on the wall. But is it too late? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. I'm coming to you here from Newcastle in Australia. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Great to have you, and welcome back to everyone else. So, what is going on here? I've been criticizing Hyundai all year because you know what? They have, well, one fantastic electric car, the Ioniq 5. You know, I would love to own a Hyundai Ioniq 5. Hyundai, if you're watching this, let me know that you have an Ioniq 5 that I can test drive for people on the channel, because I want to do it. And I love the Ioniq 5, but I really dislike the fact that Hyundai is just half-assing it, putting a little toe in the water, having a little dip, and not selling many electric cars, even though there is enormous demand for them. They can literally sell millions of the Ioniq 5, but they aren't manufacturing them. But like many other legacy automakers, within the last 6 months, they have suddenly had a bit of a change of heart. And the funny thing is here, this comes right on the heels of my video last week talking about how Hyundai are dramatically losing market share worldwide for their overall car sales, in particular in the world's biggest car market, China. Now, Hyundai Motor Company has announced a more ambitious sales goal for electric vehicles, which it says it'll reach with the help of a second dedicated EV architecture. Now, personally, I think this is plainly ridiculous. I don't think they need a second dedicated EV architecture. Don't get me wrong, it's great to have, but they don't need one of these to make more Hyundai Ioniq 5s. Surely that just doesn't make any sense. Sounds like a marketing ploy to me. They could have just come out and said, hey, we're going to stop making a very small number of these cars and make hundreds of thousands of them very soon. And people would have said, yeah, hey, we want one. We're trying to order one. You won't give us a car. Or the Hyundai dealerships, the dealerships are marking them up 20% above retail because everyone wants them and there's not enough cars. But anyway, that's what they're doing. Now, company CEO Jae-hoon Chang shared his bullishly revised electric vehicle sales target for the company in an interview with Automotive News today. In 2022, Mr. Chang forecasts a global EV sales increase for its Hyundai and Genesis brands of 57% to 220,000 vehicles, which is up from an expected 140,000 vehicles in 2021. Now, this will culminate in a revised global sales goal of 1.7 million EVs across the Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia brands in 2026. Is 1.7 million in 2026 a good goal? That's about half the number of cars they manufacture. I think it is pretty conservative. It's a significant increase over what they were originally planning when they were not that interested in EVs and calling Teslas toys. But still, it's not enough. However, this is an extension of the company's earlier goal of 1 million EVs sold worldwide in 2025. So they're going from 1 million to 1.7. So it's a step in the right direction. I think you'll find that in 2022, I'll change these numbers again as all these ICE companies are just sounding ridiculous. They're changing them every 2 months. Oh, yeah, we're changing. Oh, no one wants battery vehicles. Oh, no, everyone wants them. So you know how they are. Now, in order to achieve this goal, Mr. Chang said the company will invest $7.4 billion in increasing EV factory capacity in the United States. Good news for Americans. It's also planning on introducing a new dedicated EV architecture to join the existing eGMP platform. That's the transition that we would like to pursue as fast as possible, said Mr. Chang. Isn't it amazing how their language has changed so much in just a few months? As fast as possible. A few months ago, they were still blabbing on about hydrogen and how ICE vehicles are going to play a significant role in the future for Hyundai and Kia and Genesis. Then he says, we will go very aggressively on electrification. Interesting, eh? He didn't provide any details, though, about the upcoming architecture. Now, this is what Mr. Chang told Automotive News. He said that there will be a total of 13 Hyundai electric vehicle models on sale in 2026, which will include a broadening of the existing Ioniq range. Now, currently Hyundai sells the Ioniq 5 mid-sized SUV, and it will eventually introduce an Ioniq 6 sedan and an Ioniq 7 large SUV by 2024. Now, Hyundai recently revealed the 7 concept, which will form the basis of the Ioniq 7 at the 2021 Los Angeles Motor Show. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. It looks cool. Now, with its new EV models, Mr. Chang said Hyundai will nail quality control, turn heads with sexy styling. They've done that with the Ioniq 5, that's for sure. And round out a full lineup of crossovers and put Genesis on the premium map. Now, Chang has admitted, though, that Hyundai is playing catch-up against its global rivals, like Tesla. But it says the work is now largely complete, which I think is complete nonsense. But anyway, he said, the point is how we can be competitive by introducing new models, said Mr. Chang. This is our big momentum, the game changer. I'm not sure what the game changer is referring to is this new platform, having new models, how that will change games. I don't know. To me, what they need is production and volume. Volume, volume, volume. That's what they need. Now, solid state batteries. Hyundai is also looking into development of solid-state batteries. But Mr. Chang said it's too early to promise commercialization by 2030. I mean, in China, we're seeing semi-solid-state batteries go into a car in February this year. February in 2022. I mean, Mercedes is testing another solid-state battery from a Chinese automaker in the United States. They've got literally billions being poured into their solid-state batteries, which are going to be in commercial production by 2024. Hyundai saying, we can't promise anything by 2030. That is a bit of a concern in my view. However, the company said that they are working on next-generation versions of lithium-ion and lithium metal batteries, which will be done with South Korean battery partners, either SK Innovation or LG Chem. So 2030, what are Hyundai going to be doing? Well, they're planning on having a dual electrification strategy, pledging to have an entirely electric and hydrogen fuel cell powered lineup, meaning they've completely backtracked on what they said only a few months ago when they basically said that only about 40% of their cars would be electric in 2030. Now they seem to be saying a lot more than 40%. And here's evidence of that. We are focusing on EVs from now on, said Mr. Chang, and we are ending our development of new ICE powertrains. Now, I've got to say, it is great to see Hyundai making these promises, Hyundai changing their mind, doing a backflip. I personally think if it were me doing a backflip and I came out here and said to you guys, battery vehicles, they're just a part of our strategy. They're not a significant part. And then, a few months later, I said, I've changed my mind. We're going all in on electric cars. Then I would feel a bit embarrassed. So I do feel to some degree embarrassed for Hyundai, but who cares? What matters the most here is that they have finally seen the light and they are planning on going all in on electric cars. I think they recognize the fact that if they don't, they're dead duck. They're done for. They're finished. That's good. The quicker you recognize that, the better. Are they investing enough money into being able to move into this transition quickly enough? No, but I think that'll change next year. I think, as has been the case for pretty much all legacy automakers within the last 12 months, they've all just said, we're going to do this. And then, no, hang on, we're going to do this. No, hang on, we're going to do this. And with each time they revise their plans, they decide investing in more and more and more and more and more. And, obviously Hyundai are in a bit of trouble right now in terms of their market share in places like, the world's largest auto market in China. They've drastically lost market share. So I think they're very aware that they need to change and they're going to do everything they can now to do that. The question is, will it be enough? Let's wait and see. Let me know, though, what you think in the comments section below. Have a great day. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.